Hello Unity developers, in this video we are going to investigate a new feature which is called dimension definitions. This feature allows you to organize the dimensions you are using in a voxel generator. So you don't have to guess which target dimension does what basically. So for this example here, I have here an empty scene. It only has some random game objects here. Yeah. So first we are going to select here the voxel generator modular recommended, drag it into the scene. If I click generate weld, we can see here, wow, we have here the voxel block. We can manipulate it. If I change it to target dimension 1, you can see here I can manipulate the UV3 coordinate, because this is using just one dimension for texturing. So this is the case when you have something like this, where you have here is rock and here is totally molten, and if I add it gradually, you can see how it gradually melts. This is a texture gradient, and now I show you how dimension definitions work. So here at the voxel modifier version 2, you can see here a dimension definition file. This dimension definition entry here, I can select here something. Here is the example which I have here. Or here is the example which I can show you here. We have here density UV3. So basically, if I select this, I have here now something selected. You can see here two entries. First, the density. You can see here density. This is when I add and remove material. And here it is now also called density, but we are going to change that now. When we select here the dimension definitions here, this is a scriptable object. You can create it here under Fractalia. Great, here is it. Yeah, great Fractalia, and here you can see dimension definitions. You can create here a custom one, and here you can define now the dimension. For example, here the first one is the density. I can define here a texture. Let it load a little bit. I can define here the texture. For example, let's take this one, and also I define a second one. I can say this is UV3 texturing like this. I can assign here a different material, like let's take this one. And now if I select this here, I assign here now the dimensions definition, and you can see here now I have here now, instead of dragging here the slider and guessing which dimension does what, I have here now it nicely defined, and I can now select density, and I can select this, and now I'm changing the texture. I can show you a different example here where it is really useful. If I go now to the new scene which was added recently, because I added a new shader which allows you to manipulate more than 4 layers here. This is this scene here. You can see here this new material, and here you have, this is a new shader, and this shader allows you to utilize 8 layers and additionally 4 colors. So if I select the voxel generator and here are the game objects. So this is the voxel generator. It has dimension. It has a dimension count of 13. Okay, now this engine, this block has 13 dimensions, and yeah, which dimension does what? Obviously, 0 is the density. So if I select this one here, and yeah, I have here the density. When I click here, yeah, a little bit too powerful, but now we can see here how it comes to handy because I have here this voxel modifier has a dimension definition where I have defined it here. You can see all those definitions where I give those target dimensions a specific name. So here we have density, grass, rock, snow, ice, lava, molten lava. This is this one, cliff, obsidian, and those 4 colors. And I can show you now, instead of guess, if I want now to manipulate ice, and I would have to guess, okay, which dimension was it. Now I can select ice, and yeah, I can paint with ice. This, I want to paint lava. Got the colorizing stuff. Or simply start, okay, I want to change the density. Here. Can you add initial ID should be like this. Paint a little bit. And the same I can also do with the world generator. If I go here to select the world generator, I can also assign here a dimension definition file, and we generate the world. Okay, I have it here, and now I select here the dimension definition, this one, and I can also say, okay, this one should now manipulate rock. Let's see what disable. Okay, now we have here rock, and here you can see now I just click on it and it changes immediately the of course it updates the world algorithm because I've changed the target dimension. Like this, you can see the colors. I hope you like this new feature because it's really nice, especially if now, since I added shaders which allow you to use more than 4 texture layers, and this means that you have much more dimensions, and with much more dimensions it's you need this feature here now, because before, okay, you only had 2 dimensions, maybe, or maybe a third, but here you have now 13, and this is really good to have that. I hope you like this new feature, and see you again. Bye bye.